New polling finds that more Americans want the vaccine now than they did back in the summer. But I found two Florida families who say they are not a part of that group. Appointments booked in mere minutes. Certain groups lobbying that they should be first in line. The COVID-19 vaccine seems to be in high demand, but not for these two. Are you going to get the COVID vaccine?
Absolutely not.
It's never been studied for long-term effects, risks, or benefits.
Rachel Eid is a mother of 5 from Boca Raton. She says her oldest children have received childhood vaccines, but her youngest have not. And she says she could tell the difference.
If you just look at my oldest and my youngest, the medical history is night and day. If I look at my younger 3, never once have I dealt with an ear infection in any of those 3.
Now to Justin Harvey. He calls himself an ex-vaxxer. Through Florida Freedom Keepers, a self-described safe space to unite, educate, and empower others, Harvey gets his vaccine message out. He says it was 8 years ago when he started living a more health-conscious lifestyle that he first turned against vaccines.
When you start looking into the ingredients and some of the side effects on the package inserts, you learn about the industry. You really start to realize that there's a lot more questions than there are answers.
We have not heard any reliable case of a death attributable to the vaccine at this point.
Dr. Klepper de Almeida wants to calm the fear surrounding the COVID-19 vaccine, including that it was developed too fast, less than a year, and that it uses a so-called new, never-before-tested technology called messenger RNA.
The messenger RNA is a new development. Nevertheless, in science, this new means 20 years of development. So we have been using this in the laboratory and in smaller scale for some 20 years. What happened is processes that were done in sequence usually were done in parallel over the past year. And we, because of that, made things happen much faster.
The doctor says faster does not mean corners were cut.
99% of the people in the medical doctor world, in the pharmaceutical world, they believe in what they're doing. We're working off a false premise that we really actually need the vaccine.
For us, there is nothing that makes me feel confident that this COVID-19 vaccine would benefit our health.
Mark Kelly, WPBF 25 News.
Well, the ex-vaxxers say they simply want people to do their homework about vaccines, adding their belief that both fear and an unhealthy diet can lead to illness.
The doctor in Mark's piece also notes that so far not a single death has been attributed to either of the coronavirus vaccines being offered in the U.S. so far. According to the CDC COVID data tracker, as of this morning, approximately 52 million Americans have received at least one shot of those vaccines. More than 26 million have received both doses.